Hello everyone and welcome to the Crossover Deep Dive. Today I am here with two very special guests. So I have Natalja Sticco, who has been here a couple times. We love Natalja. And then we were introduced to an amazing pianist today. So we have Santon here as well. Before I talk to you individually, it's a bit of a unique situation because I feel like in our business sometimes people are very selfish. But Natalja, I just want to call this out. You brought us Santon, who's a fantastic pianist, and you wanted to introduce us and share. So maybe just like give a little word about him, and then we'll delve into his story a little bit more.
So he's way much better in pitching. So this is a quick heads up. And what I want to say, when I first heard Santon, I had a big question why he's not world renowned. Because what he does is amazing. I don't know how. Pretty much, he probably first learned to play the piano and then he learned to talk, right?
I don't know how I explain this, but I didn't talk until like I was 9 years old. So at 9 years old, I'm like, okay, I want to play violin in it, and my mom was like asking me if you want to like give up piano or just add it to piano. I'm like, okay, I'll add it to piano. So violin is another one of my instruments.
So then the first language that you really learned to communicate in was music. So tell us about, was there like a song or something, did your parents put you in lessons and you realized you loved it? How did that begin for you, Santon?
Well, I'm not sure how to explain it. Of course, I was 3.5. And my first piano teacher was Natalja Sticco.
Okay.
And she was my piano teacher. And yeah, I took piano lessons privately. And then when she came to Perkins, I took piano lessons when I was in the Perkins school.
And so you started taking that at 3 years old. What kind of pieces were you playing? Did you really have a choice, or you kind of did what they said? And then at what age were you like starting to compose and create your own music?
That is a good question on my end. But you know, I was taking Suzuki method.
Yep. Okay.
So if you don't know what Suzuki method is, it's a method for learning music by ear. And, well, just because it's the way I am.
Well, that is, first of all, it's amazing for anyone to do it because I'm very much, I need things to be on the page. But tell us, so you were learning to play by ear. Did you start like very technical, or did you start like just right away playing a piece?
Like basics, Suzuki methods, like,
Yep.
you know, bounce the ball, hot cross buns. And I learned, and I was doing Want to Take a Ride, and Peter Patter, Go the Raindrops, and a lot of them that are basic. So I started with book 1 and then book 2 and then book 3 and so forth.
And did you realize you really loved playing piano?
I think I did realize that I loved to play piano.
Right away, you could just tell this was for you.
Yeah, and so to tell you one story, I was like playing with the zipper as like, and did like make it as a musical instrument. Like, for example, zippers or you know what.
Now, tell us a little bit about that. So what I like to do, you explain the Suzuki method, and because our audience, some people know about music, some people don't. So tell us a little bit, you said zipper, and then you went from piano to violin. What is that like to change between instruments?
At 9 years old, I started taking violin lessons with a lady named Vicky Citron. Vicky Citron was very good. I mean, I completed all 7 methods, like starting from age 9 to age 17.
And what you were able to do for us today, obviously we're going to hear you guys perform together beautifully, you communicate so well, but at the end there we just said, Santon, can you just play us something? And you just started doing things off the cuff. Maybe you'd never heard them before, right? So do you do that often? Do you just kind of pick up a melody and then just start playing it?
I have no clue what to say, but
it comes naturally to you, so you're not thinking about it, that's why.
it just came up to me, just inside my head.
Yeah.
What to play, what to compose, what to do that, you know.
And then music
and
flows
something
out.
and somehow it comes into like when I create set lists on my computer, you know, if I perform at various gigs, including not limited to, let's say, nursing homes, for example.
You've now learned to play these 2 instruments. You're starting to compose maybe around, is it your teen years that you're starting to compose, Santon?
it was during the time when COVID-19 hit, like in 2020, and so I had to compose like several kinds of music, including the piece called "Destroy the Virus," consisting of, myself playing with my, playing on the keyboard, or rather piano, and recording these instruments in GarageBand.
You've learned to do your recording at home as well, so you have quite a wide repertoire. And then can I ask you both, how did you meet? Do you remember the first meeting?
I actually do remember the first meeting, and I think we wrote an email to Santon, and I think his mom Julia, yes, she read it. So there are the so-called porch fests. I don't know whether you do it in Connecticut, like in Massachusetts, it's a big thing. So it's normally bands performing open air in the city you live at. And so this is how I learned there is literally such a talented musician. He lives next door. We live like 10 minutes from one another, like in the same city. And when I first met Santon, I was amazed by the spectrum of talent he has, and he didn't actually add, because he's also very humble. So there's a third instrument he's now mastering, which is bandoneon, which is, he probably will know better, but it's an Argentinian instrument which was, I think, loved by Piazzolla, and they use it in tango a lot, correct?
Wow.
Right, that's right, because well, in tango, well, thanks for mentioning that, but I played bandoneon starting in like 2020, I believe.
And I think you learned it by Zoom, right? You didn't have a perfect.
I learned it. I learned it online. And
this is for me like, wow, you don't. He's like blind from birth, and how can you learn an instrument just by Zoom, right?
By listening.
Like, that's like for me, wow.
That's incredible.
It's just by listening for sure. Even though I first started with a guy named Charles Olivier, who lives in Texas, and later I took some lessons with the guy named Owen.
Or online, correct?
Yeah. Well, I'm doing this online, simply.
Wow.
Simply, I'm doing this online.
That's really incredible. So it seems like music is really in your bones, Santon.
Yes.
Is anyone else in your family musical as well, or is it just you?
My mom and dad, they're not really musical, but
but they love music.
But they love music, and they work as well. My dad works as a hardware, or more computer engineer.
Yep. And
my mom is, she used to be like a software engineer. Well, of course, she's my manager, or in this case, my momager. And she manages a lot of gigs, and all gigs that I do.
That's really special, though, because obviously in the industry, sometimes you get good people that support you. Sometimes you don't. We've talked about this.
Yes,
Natalja,
we did the whole interview over that.
How important it is to have that support system. So have your mom that really cares for you, has your best interests. That's incredible. So Santon, you're amazing. Where are you performing right now? I know you have some albums people can listen to. Tell us a little bit about that.
The first one was Flavors of the Rainbow, which consists of myself playing solo classical music, including consisting of Bach to Debussy. And the second CD is Night Animals, which consists of me playing with C.D. Collins, me and C.D. Collins, the duet.
And you and Natalja sing a little bit together in your selections today. So we're excited, obviously, from your attire. This is a Christmas program. Can you guys tell us a little bit about the songs you're going to share with us today?
I mean, honestly, it's a selection of the Christmas classics and a bunch of upbeat songs which are not related to Christmas, but we just decided to add it to the program.
Yeah.
Because it's Christmas, we want people smile, we want people enjoy, we want people get into holiday spirit. And and also when it comes to working with Santon, I keep on discovering music which he likes. Because when we first started collaborating, it was, I think, classical crossover mostly, and some hits. And then when I started actually being more and more on the same wave with him, I realized it's immense, right? So he actually loves tango a lot. He actually plays with a tango band, right?
Yes.
And I wouldn't be surprised, because as I mentioned, I think back in the days, I'm actually a very huge fan of club music or of trance and house. I wouldn't be surprised if someday I come, to see Santon and he composes some track, and say oh, I want to just pitch it to a nightclub. I won't be surprised. That's what I'm saying. I'm just waiting for another miracle. And yeah, and probably also he again is very humble. Normally he does it like he has the whole pitch, right? He gives right away, which is fascinating. I have to learn from him this one. But yeah, he's also a Berkeley graduate, summa cum laude, right? Santon?
Yes, exactly. I graduated Berkeley College of Music summa cum laude.
Yeah, so that's for me like pretty amazing, right?
And yeah, you talk about the selection you were doing. You guys did some ABBA, you did some, the Christmas carols, and then Santon, you also did an original piece. Can you tell us about the piece you did?
So that piece that I did was called Holiday Spirit is Ringing.
Okay.
And when I think of holiday spirit, I think of presents. I think of decorating Christmas trees with, anything like music, like musical instruments, for example. And I think of Santa Claus. I think of joy and pride and happiness.
It was a very beautiful piece. And then I enjoyed the moments when you guys were singing together. And Natalja, as always, I love your voice.
Oh, thank
so
you.
It's always a treat to have you here. So everyone, sit back and enjoy Christmas with Natalja and Santon.
Okay, so the next song that we're going to be doing is you guys are familiar with, and this one is called Let It Snow.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, and the farm is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we is still goodbye. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
This song that we're going to do is called White Christmas, written by Irving Berlin.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where those treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of the white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
This next song is another familiar one, and this one is called Walking in the Winter Wonderland.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful song, we're happy tonight. Walking in the winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the Hubert. He sings a song as we go along, walking in the winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman, then pretend that he's Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? He'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire, as we dream by the fire, to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in the winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he's a circus clown. We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman until the other kids knock him down. When it snows, ain't it thrilling? Though your nose gets a chilling, we'll frolic and play the Eskimo way, walking in the winter wonderland. Walking in the winter wonderland. Walking in the winter wonderland.
The next song is called Dark-Eyed Cossack Girl, which is pretty much made famous by various Russian artists, including the Alexandrov Ensemble. So here we go.
Черноглазая казачка подковала мне коня, серебром с меня спросила, труд недорого ценя, как зовут тебя, молодка? А молодка говорит, имя ты мое услышишь из-под на песню, из груди брат неизвесть. Катя славную песню, из груди брат неизвесть. Черноглазая казачка подковала мне коня, серебром меня смутил, труд недорого ценя. Как зовут тебя, молодка? А молодка говорит: имя ты мое услышишь из-под топота копыт. Имя ты мое услышишь из-под топота копыт.
All right, so this next song is a tango written by Astor Piazzolla, and this one is called Yo Soy Maria, from his tango opera, Maria de Buenos Aires.
Yo soy María de Buenos Aires, María, no ven quién soy yo. María tango, María del arrabal, María noche, María pasión fatal, María del amor, de Buenos Aires soy yo. Yo soy María de Buenos Aires, si en este barrio la gente pregunta quién soy, pronto muy bien lo sabrán las hembras que me envidiarán, y cada macho a mis pies como un ratón en mi trampa de caer. Yo soy María de Buenos Aires, soy la más bruja cantando y amando también. Si el bandoneón me provoca, tierra, la muerda fuerte la boca, tierra, con esos famosos fior que yo tengo en mi ser. Siempre me digo, dale María, cuando un misterio me viene trepando la voz. Y canto que nadie jamás cantó, y sueño que nadie jamás cantó, porque mañana se esconde la que después llega. La 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 la. Yo soy María de Buenos Aires, María, mi soy mi ciudad. María tango, María del arrabal, María noche, María pasión fatal, María del amor, de Buenos Aires soy yo.
So this next song is called Adeste Fideles, or in English it would be O Come All Ye Faithful, a traditional Christmas carol.
Adeste fideles, leti triumphantes, venite, venite in Bethlehem. Natum videtem, Regem
going to do a couple of pieces that were sung by ABBA. And this song we start off first is Dancing Queen. So this next song is another ABBA classic, and this is called Happy New Year.
No more champagne and the fireworks are through. Here we are, me and you, feeling lost and feeling blue. It's the end of the party and the morning seems so gray, so unlike yesterday. Now's the time for us to say Happy New Year, Happy New Year. May we all have a vision now and then of a world where every neighbor is a friend. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. May we all have our hopes, our will to try. If we don't, we might as well lay down and die. You and I. Sometimes I see how the brave new world arrives, and I see how it thrives in the ashes of our lives. Oh yes, man's a fool, and he thinks he'll be okay, dragging on bit of clay, never knowing he's astray. Keeps on going anyway. Happy New Year, may we all have a vision now and then of a world where every neighbor is a friend. Seems to me now that the dreams we had before all are dead, nothing more than confetti on the floor. It's the end of the decade, and in another 10 years' time, who could say what we'll find, what life's waiting down the line in the end of 89. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, may we all have a hope so will to try. If we don't, we might as well lay down and die. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, may we all have our hopes so will to try. If we don't, we might as well lay down and die. You and I.
This song that we're going to do is It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas anywhere you go. Take a look in the 5 and 10, listening once again, with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to
look a lot like Christmas, toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is the hole that will be on your own front door.
A pair of hop-along boots and the pistol that shoots is the wish of Barney and Ben. Dolls that will talk and will go for a walk is the hope of Janice and Jen.
And Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas anywhere you go.
There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well, the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start.
But the prettiest sight to see is the hole that will be on your own front door.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Toys in every store. But the prettiest sight to see is
the hole that will be on your own front door. Sure, it's Christmas once more. And now for the solo repertoire, starting with a piece written by the Soviet-era composer named Georgy Sviridov. And this is the waltz from The Snowstorm. So, this next song I'm going to sing is called O Hanukkah. So for this is going to be in one verse starting in English, the other verse in Yiddish, and one verse in English. O Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sebby wants to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Oi Hanukkah, ayante verschiedene, lustige, fröhliche, nicht nur nach Hasoine, alle Nacht mit Redlech spielen hier, frischen Essen, Latkes, essen alle hier. Geschwinder sind Kinder, Hanukkah lechlachon, Zoigt alle dissen, Gott verdienissen, wir alle tanzen kon. Zoigt alle nissen, Gott verdienissen, wir alle tanzen kon. Oh Hanukkah, a night to remember, joyful jolly holiday that comes in September. Every day for 8 days dreidels will spin, crispy little latkes, tasty and thin, and nightly shines brightly the candles of Hanukkah glow. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. So this next song is the piece that I have composed, and this one is called Holiday Spirit is Ringing. And this next song we're going to play is called O Holy Night. So this one is written by Adolf Adam.
O holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the stars sweetly gleaming. Here come the wise men from Orient land. The King of Kings lay thus in holy manger, in all our trials, born to be a friend. He knows our need. He guards us all from danger. Behold, your King before in holy bed. All night divine, all night divine.
Ho, ho, ho! Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Hanukkah. Ho, ho, ho!
Is it good?